Hello, welcome to the Q. It's a special Japan edition of Operation RCT here at the Q. Sergeant Shellhole is away at a advanced technology dice rolling seminar. So it's techniques for better dice tech rolls. So I'll be taking over for Japan this turn, and I'll be rolling some tech, and hopefully I do better. I'm going to be eating my words here. So they have 50, 60, $66 to spend. Is that right? 50, 60, yeah, 66. They got 3 heavy battleships. They're going to be placing 2 and finishing 1. Down in the Siam area, we've got an artillery and a militia upgrade. We've got a tank destroyer, 2 Marines, 2 infantry, 1 airborne, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 militia, and then finally the last 2 is a militia and a militia upgrade. So let's go to the board. Well, no, we got to roll tech. All right, so I'm out of the tech ships. I guess I could have moved them over here. Advanced artillery is the new one. Second on the board, my eyes aren't that good. I think this is factories, and this is improved construction. So however it is on the board, artillery's at the top, 2, 3. So let's roll those. They're all 7s. Oh no, I got an 11 there. Let's roll this green dice again. And it is an 8. So I don't remember. Dang it, which one was which? I was supposed to roll different dice so that I could... well, that's a stinker. So the good news is, I think... Well, I know Japan got advanced artillery because that was the green dice. But I think that blue was the second. I don't know. I'm going to put that in the middle and put that in the middle and then have to look back and see which one I called as number 2 and then number 3 in the order that they were there. My mistake. I should have rolled dice and left these dice there. So maybe I need that seminar on advanced dice tech rolling because I kind of blew that one. Combat. We've got quite a few combats, lots of little ones. We'll start over here with this British destroyer and a convoy raid. So this sub here from I-12 comes over to the convoy raid in I-4. We got a torpedo boat destroyer and a destroyer coming over 2, as well as 1 fighter off the carrier, and he'll have 2 left. And they'll attack that destroyer. They'll be doing convoy raiding. This sub here in P50 is going to come 1, 2, 3 into P63 and convoy raid. This coastal sub in P51 will come down to P62 and convoy raid. This coastal sub will come over to P50 and convoy raid. So that is the convoy raiding. Let's take this transport in P50. We're going to grab the tank from Siam, the Marine from Sarawak, and come over 1, 2 into P43 and invade the Marshall Islands. Let's bring a destroyer with a Marine from Luzon. He'll come over 2. So we have 2 Marines and a tank going into Guam, and we're going to bring over this heavy cruiser from P50 as well for a shore bombard. And we'll see how that goes. All right. Next attack, we've got an airborne here in Dutch New Guinea. He'll come 1 into New Guinea, 2 into the sea, 3 into New Britain. It's not worth anything. It's a walk-on. 4, 5, 6, and it land on the Caroline Islands. All right, so we've got this. I think this is our last combat. Here is Mindanao. All right, so we've got a transport here in I-12. He's going to come over 1 into P50. He's going to grab the Marine off Sumatra, the Airborne off Sarawak, and go in there. We got a battleship for a bombard, battle cruiser for a bombard. We have 3 planes. The fighter from Borneo, 1, 2. I have 2 left. 2 tacticals from the carriers, 1, 2. I'll have 2 left. I feel like that militia is overkill, but those planes aren't doing anything anyway. We are going to bomb this factory again in Calcutta. FEC chose not to scramble. We've got 2 fighters coming off the carriers with 2 left. And the strategic bomber, 1, 2, 3, will have 4 left. And I believe that's it. We're not going to go into the Central Mongolia trap. We shall... I'm looking for any other markers. That was that. That was that. That was that. That's that. We got to do some convoying. All right, so that's done. Oh, that's where the other guy was coming from. So we're not taking... Oh, yeah, we kind of are. Because we got to get him off Sarawak. So we'll leave that as that. I've got a destroyer here in I-12. He comes over 1, grabs the Marine from Maharashtra, 2, 3 into C-Zone P50, and he goes into Mindanao as well. So 2 Marines, airborne, 2 Marines, tank. That means we could actually have a 3rd bombard, but we need these ships in other places. All right. All right, I believe we're good. All right, so let's start rolling some dice. That's all non-com there. Yeah, we're good. All right, so let's start with the convoying. That's always fun. I didn't bring over some D6, so let me go grab a couple. All right, in this scenario, Japan will be the red dice. Although I should keep them the same as my other convoying. I'll keep them the same. So the black dice will be Japan, and this will be Britain. So I-4, we have a sub, which is +2. However, Britain has radar, so it's +1. So it'll be +1 to the black dice. Maybe that's my problem. Let's get rid of that damn black dice. Holy cow, we're going to get rid of that one. All right, so I actually have a Japanese dice, but it's red, so we're going to change out. So this Japanese dice will be red, and then we'll just use this US dice for the Britain. All right, next convoy here is in P50. A coastal sub is +1. However, Britain has radar, so they're even up. So even up. All right, we get 1. So we'll take that from the FEC since we have 2 subs rating the Anzacs. Next one is the coastal sub here. It's even up as well. Nope. And finally, this here sub is +1 to the red dice in P63. Man. Okay, so I need to go to a seminar, advanced seminar in convoy rating, because I don't know what's going on here. I don't know how many of this times, and I'm using different dice, and it's chaos. All right, so this attack here is torpedo boat destroyer, fighter against the British destroyer. So we will roll the torpedo boat destroyer first at a 2, destroyer at a 4, and a fighter at a 6. All right, so we get it. The British respond with a 4 on their destroyer, and they miss. All right, so the British destroyer is gone, and these 2 ships now have the option of going in port, and that fighter will land in Aden. All right, that's it for that. We got our anti-aircraft battle here. So we're going to have one dice, but I can't, where would I go with the D6s? There they are. All right. So we'll have two D6s for the Strat Bomber, and then the green dice will be the anti-aircraft roll. Woo! So it's only four more. So it is at 3. So it goes up to 7. Whoops. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. All right. So no anti-aircraft hits. So that was very good. Okay. So next battle is Mindanao. We've got the bombard of a battleship at a 4. And a battle cruiser at a 3. All right, so we've got 3 tacticals at 7. 3 hits. The militia fires back at a 2. No. All right, so this is the only income change. So we'll do that now. So U.S. will go, or Japan goes up 1, U.S. goes down 1. All right. The last battle, that was a walk-on, is here. We've got a heavy cruiser bombard at a 2. Oh, looked like it was close. So round 1, the tank does not come in. It is not mountainous, so we have 2 Marines at 2. Nope. And we have a militia defending at a 2. No. All right, so now we've got the tank and the 2 Marines. 2 Marines at 2. Round 2. Oh, we got a hit, so we didn't need to bring that tank. But for grins, the tank would have missed. No, that would have hit. That was a 6. All right. So the militia defends at a 2, and it does not. All right. That is no income loss or change, but it is a bonus for Japan. All right. So I think that was it for the combats, right? Fail, fail. Well, we got 1. Failed on 3 of our 4 convoy raids. All right. This stack of 3 dice here is to put 3 ships in here in P41 to close or blockade that harbor. So we've got a light cruiser, 2 heavy cruisers coming up from I-12. Oh no. That's where the other battleship was going. So from I-12, 1, 2. So the battleship and 2 heavy cruisers. The light cruiser is still there. All right, so the light cruiser, and let's see, all these ships have moved and combated. So we've got this heavy carrier from I-12, comes up 1, 2, 3 into P32 to catch 2 tacticals. And this heavy carrier comes up as well to catch 1 tactical. We have a light carrier that comes over 1, 2, 3 into P43. Heavy cruiser, light cruiser, 1, 2, 3 into P32. 3 transports doing absolutely nothing. We'll come over here into P50 and go in port here in the Philippines. Those guys are there. Those dice are done. We've got a light carrier here from P15. It comes down to P43. All right, the only thing I was thinking this tactical. Wonder how I should do that differently. I think what we'll do is this heavy cruiser will come over here as well to P43 instead of there. So it could, from I-12, it went 1, 2, 3. So that is what that looks like. All right. Now, oh, this plane, oh, it landed. All right. So we got to land these two planes. So the two fighters only have 2 movement left. So they can only make it back to Burma. The strategic bomber can go to Siam, which is where the air base is. And then this airborne from Burma will back up 1 into Siam. And then these 2 infantry from Malaya will step up into Siam. All right, this fighter here from Sumatra, it's at an air base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Honshu. This fighter in Tokyo will also go to Honshu. We got 2 infantry from Honshu crossing the Narrows into Hokkaido. Oh, when I rolled that dice, it went up and knocked all those kamikazes over. All right, so 1 infantry from Honshu goes into Tokyo, 2 infantry from Kyushu, and an artillery go up to Honshu. All right, that's it for movement in Japan. What else do I have to move? Oh, 2 infantry from Hunan go back into Nanking. 2 infantry from Hunan go over here to Shantung. We'll leave 2 infantry there. That way, if China wants to come out, they're going to have to stay out. All right. Let me look and see what else to move. All right. So these cavalry, 3 cavalry from Kurul will come back into Suyan, and we'll move 2 infantry from Kurul into, or from Suyan into Kurul. All right. Okay, anything else? Oh, this mountain infantry from Rihi goes into Suyan. From Primorsky Krai, an armor, airborne, and a artillery will go up into Amur. Alright, so the only question is, do we care about Karelia? I don't think we do. We'll leave those 2 infantry in Suyan. If they want to come and bounce again, it will be open. We can just walk back in. All right. I will, however, take 2 infantry out of Suyan and go into Beiping. Now, oh no, I got Sumatra here. This airborne and air transport air base. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll land here in Korea. That gives us greater range either direction. Now, seaplane here from Borneo. 1, 2, 3 into Dutch New Guinea. There's a sub down below. We gotta work on getting. All right, so I think that is it. I don't see any more markers. I think we're golden. Let's place our stuff. So 2 heavy battleships, and even though it says fast, get placed on stage 3. We complete this one, and it'll go in port here in Kyushu, where it's safe. So these are all here in the build queue. All right, so That's done because we finished it. Militia upgrade to an infantry upgrade and a militia goes into Siam. And the artillery gets placed at that factory in Siam. All right, so that is done. I'll take this off here. That was on camera. I took my upgrade, replaced it with a chip. All right, 2 Marines. The tank destroyer goes in Rihe. The 2 Marines, one will go in Kyushu, one goes into Honshu. All right, so I've got an airborne that will go into Kyushu and 2 more infantry into Tokyo. Seems like the right thing to do. All right, so we've got an upgrade and a militia. We will upgrade this militia here in Shangtung and place the militia there. So let's get rid of that chip. Now that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 militia to place. And Japan is out of militia sculpts. So we were going to place 1 here in Burma, 1 in Tokyo, which is kind of important, 1 in Amur, 1 in Nanking, 1 in Beiping, and the final one was down here in Malaya. All right, so I believe that's where we're at. Income, let's go over and look at their income. So did I move them up? I think I did. Went up to 49. So they're 49 on income. And bonus, they have 2, 4, 6, 8 for these islands. Philippines, Java, Malaya, Borneo. I guess Malaya is not an island. So that's 8. Then islands in China. So China is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 island, so 7. So that's 15 plus 49. So that'll be, what, 64. So I lost $2, but, you know, that is... Oh, that's where the militia was going. Where can I spare the militia? We'll spare the Tokyo militia. There's 0 chance with 2 transports that they're coming over this turn. So the militia, I'll take it off Tokyo and put it in Aden. All right, so I forget what I was saying. 49, 59, 64 should be their income. And if I'm wrong, we'll be corrected in the chat. So let's do a recap. If you guys don't want to hang around for that, that's great. Thanks for watching this bonus edition of Japan. And we'll see you next time. Japan, so starting over here in I-4 is a sub. In port in Aden is a torpedo boat destroyer. Aden is a fighter, militia, marine. Did 1 damage. All that convoy rating to the FEC. Malaya is a militia. Siam. 2, 3 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 airborne, 1 militia, 1 strategic bomber. Burma is an infantry, artillery, militia, 2 fighters. I'll just do all the infantry and then come back and do the Navy. Mindanao, 2 Marines, airborne. Guam, 2 Marines, medium armor. Palau, infant, militia. Volcano, Bonin, Marshall, all militias. Caroline is a infantry, air transport, infantry in New Britain. No, not infantry, paratrooper. Seaplane in New Guinea. All right, moving up to Japan proper. We've got in Kyushu, in port, a heavy battleship, marine, airborne, artillery. In Honshu is 2 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 marine, 2 fighters. In Tokyo is 5 infantry, 1 militia. In Hokkaido is 3 infantry, 1 militia. Korea is an air transport and airborne. Militia in all 3 Manchurias. Amur is a militia, a marine, paratrooper, air, artillery, 2 medium armor. Just thinking I should have put a militia there. I don't know if I can spare it anywhere else. You know what? There's not a lot of... So we're going to take that militia out of British Malaya and move it up here to Promoshki Krai. Yeah. Sorry about that. So Promoshki Krai has a militia. Rihi has a tank destroyer. Suyon has, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 infantry, 1 motorized, 3 cavalry, 2 mountain, 2 artillery, and 2 medium armor. Beiping, 2 infantry, militia. Shantung, 4 infantry, militia. Nanking, militia, and 2 infantry. Hunan is 2 infantry. I'm going to make another militia move here. We're going to move this militia from Beiping to Hunan. Sorry about the changes here. I didn't mark where the militia were supposed to go, and I just kind of did it from memory and messed up on a couple of them. So let's move on to the naval forces, and we'll be done. P-63 sub, coastal sub, and P-62. P-50 is a coastal sub, battle cruiser, battleship, destroyer, transport. In port in Philippines is 3 transports. There is, or do they even need to be in port? Nah, they don't need to be in port. They'll be in the sea zone there, which is P-50. So P-50 has 4 transports. P-41 battleship, 2 cruisers, heavy cruisers. P-32, 2 fleet carriers, 3 tacticals, 1 light cruiser. P-43 is 2 light carriers, 2 heavy cruisers, 1 destroyer, 1 transport. And that is it. I already covered that battleship in port and the 2 we started. So that'll do. Next up will be Britain and the Commonwealth nations.